Okay, good day, everybody. This is Emar Self Portuguese, the Sports Inquirer. I'm happy to be joined by Georgia State beach volleyball player Kelly Dorn as the team progresses through its season. Kelly, thank you for joining us. And we were just speaking off camera about your announcement of coming back for another year. But take me to the Digging Duals, the event that you hosted last weekend, finished 4-0 as a team. Was this really a highlight of the season so far for the squad?
Yeah, it was so much fun. Our home tournaments are always so electric. We have so many fans that come out and cheer us on, along with it being our senior day. There was just a ton of support. A bunch of alumni came, and our team performed really well. Like you said, we went 4-0 and really took care of business. So it was a really fun weekend for us.
Yeah, what is that like for you being a senior, but you announced that you're coming back for another year, but still, is it a time to reflect on your time at Georgia State and look at what you've accomplished through your years with the program?
It definitely is. I mean, it's a little emotional when they're going through and they're playing music, talking about all the seniors and me included being a senior. I really do think over the last 4 years and how much I've grown and how many new friendships and partnerships I've made over the years. It really is just a time to reflect on how great this program has been for me. But I'm so
Yeah.
stoked to come back for another year, do it again.
What led to that decision to come back for another season with the Panthers?
Honestly, it just came down to I only have one more year to do this in my life. College beach volleyball has just been something that has truly highlighted my experience playing volleyball. And I can't imagine not taking an opportunity to do it for another year when it's something that's brought me so much happiness. I just love this team and I love the coach, especially Beth has just been so great over the years that it's an opportunity that I had to take.
Yeah, and the team's we have a winning record, but it's kind of been up and down. What was it about this past weekend and those four matches that you felt the team did well to execute to earn the victories?
Yeah, I think the support actually does help a lot when you have people cheering for every single point you make. That definitely helps along the way. But I think as a whole, along all of our flights, we really just played to our team standards and we took care of our side of the ball, sided out consistently, and did what we all know that we can. So I hope that we can use that momentum coming into this next weekend.
And what about your match in particular? You teaming up with Elise, you won both your sets in the sweep in your matches. What at least the one against the one you start off with on Saturday. Just what about you pairing up with her as and you team your team as a unit, working together and performing well?
It's been so much fun playing with Elise. She's been around for a couple years, and I haven't gotten the privilege to play with her yet. So this year, when we teamed up, we had a lot of learning to do about each other. But I think the more matches go in, the more we know about each other. We know how to set each other. We know how to communicate, and I think our partnership has really grown over this year, especially this last weekend. I think we did a really good job working together, and it's just been so much fun playing with her this year.
How do you handle that working with different partners and different pairings, and how do you build that chemistry or camaraderie over time? How does that happen?
Yeah, it can be super difficult when you are playing with someone, especially I've had the privilege of playing with my old partner, Kate, the last 2 years. So this is the first year I've had a new partner in a while. But I think over communication is super key. Every little thing that happens, especially at the beginning of the year, we would talk about any mistake, anything that happened, we would instantly analyze and talk about what we can do to be the best partners for each other. And I think through that, we built trust and eventually a great partnership.
Do you have a say in who you want to partner with, or is it just during practices? Do you rotate playing with everybody, and then you kind of realize how we work maybe better with this person, or maybe not as well with this person? How do you determine that?
Yeah, during the preseason, Beth likes to switch around who we play with a lot. So everyone gets to play with a little bit of everyone just so we can see who does play well together. And then when we come back after winter break, partnerships start to solidify a little bit. It's definitely a little bit of who we feel comfortable with and who we think we play well with. And then it's also a lot of what Beth and Tiff, our coaches, see as well.
And now you prepare for this weekend, the Palmetto Invitational in Columbia, South Carolina. You're facing South Carolina, College of Charleston. You get a CUSA foe in Coastal. How's this weekend? How's preparations been going for it? Because this is the last tournament before conference, I believe. So how's the team rounding into form, getting ready for the postseason?
Yeah, it's been good. We've actually already played South Carolina 3 or 4 weeks ago, a little bit ago. So we do know a little bit of what they look like. So we've definitely taken some of that into consideration into our planning. And then we haven't played Florida Gulf Coast or Charleston yet. So with those, we're more so just looking to once again take care of our side of the net. So I think a lot of our preparations have been in training our side out game and really just playing to our standards and hoping the rest of it comes as well.
And how preparation's been going? The Atlanta weather has been all over the place. Do you think that's beneficial in a way that some days you're going to be in the 70s and 80s like it was yesterday, but as I'm recording this, I see it's very windy and kind of overcast. Does that benefit you in a way compared to maybe some other teams that strictly train in one environment?
Yeah, I think we've actually been super fortunate. We've had days where, like this last weekend, it was freezing cold and windy. And then, like you said, we have hot days as well. And I think Beth always says it's a great day to play some beach volleyball. And I think our team has really just instilled that attitude. No matter what the weather is, we're going to come out and play our best. And knowing that if the tournament is to be like that weather, that we will be prepared to deal with that then.
I'm curious, and this will end on this. What's the worst element to deal with? Well, I'll start off even, but heat, cold, rain, or wind? What's the most difficult to deal with, kind of in order?
I think for me, the cold can be the most difficult just because a lot of beach volleyball sums up around being warm and ready to play. And sometimes when you're cold, you're a little tighter coming into the game, a little shaky because you don't quite feel as warm as you would like to be. So for me, that's probably my least favorite. And I've also always grown up in the South. So even though Georgia and I'm from Texas can get a little bit cold, I'm more used to the warm. So for me, probably the cold. The rain definitely has its challenges. Seeing the ball can be difficult. The ball gets a little heavy, but as long as it's not cold and raining, it's really not too bad.
So there's no situation where it's too hot.
You know, I don't think so. I love playing when it's hot. I honestly think you're so warm and just like the feeling of a good sweat while you're playing to me, it makes me feel like I'm playing beach volleyball and I love it.
Interesting. All right. Well, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. And good luck this weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.